Hello and welcome to my 100% walkthrough of Elden Ring by Level Up Pup Gaming. I am here in front of the Guardian's Garrison over the mountaintop of the Giants because I had missed a few items when we were clearing out this area. They're right here, right where the prelate was standing. Missed the stone sword key, and over here, missed this gold rune 8. So I just wanted to pick that up. I'm sure you guys got that already, but just in case you missed those when you're watching the video, those are there. So man, this episode's gonna be brutal right off the bat. Got a boss fight that not too fond of. So again, if I go down multiple times to these bosses, I will show you 2 times me dying, just so you can see what I'm doing wrong and stuff like that and what not to do. And then if it takes more than 2 times, I will clip just straight to the time that I finally do take the boss down. So we have a Draconic Tree Sentinel to fight, and we do not get any summons for it. So this is going to be quite brutal. That's why I have all this damage negation stuff on. I have this on to help with the damage that we're going to get from carrying retaliation, because we're going to be parrying his horse's fireballs that come at us. The first thing we're going to do right off the bat is try and get him rotted. And I'll try and get some hits in. Hopefully I can get some bleed with the blood flame. But for the most part, this is going to be just kind of a... Actually, I need to get some poison pots. Okay, good. Got him. Yeah, this is going to be me just kind of throwing stuff at him from a distance and trying to dodge his attacks, because the other Tree Sentinel, the Draconic Tree Sentinel we fought, we had a spirit summon, so you didn't get to see much of his attacks. The attention was kind of on the spirit, but this is all on us, so we gotta dodge everything. Once he actually bolsters himself in lightning and starts doing his lightning attacks, he's going to have a... He's going to have a lightning attack where he lifts his shield up in the air, and then he just kind of pumps his arm down, and he brings the shield down a little bit, and then a lightning bolt is just going to appear right above you and slam down into you. If that hits you, even with our health at nearly 60 vigor, it'll drain us down to about right here. And most of his slams, too, will also just completely obliterate us. So I'm going to try and keep some distance from him and just get him rotted. And then once the rot goes away, I'm going to try and throw some poison pots at him and get him poisoned while we're hopefully getting good RNG and lots of fireballs are getting carrying retaliation back into his face. So I'm really nervous. Wish me luck, guys. And best of luck to you guys. This guy is a pain in the butt. So first thing, oops, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. First thing we're gonna do is get him rotted, hopefully, because you know he's gonna take a second before he actually attacks, and that'll give us some time to get him rotted. Do it. Yes, he's rotted. Okay. Come on. Come on. There. Gotta be a certain distance away, I guess, to get the... Crap. Crap. Come on, do something. Ooh, crap. Okay, now he's got the lightning on. It's gonna get brutal. Here's the... This one just, yeah, stuff just appears. Oh, I don't know why I didn't parry that. Sorry, I'm nervous. Oh, jeez. Okay, this one is the... Oh, I missed it. Okay, well, I got some lightning buffs on, so that helped negate some of the damage. Eventually the lightning is going to go away, and he's going to have to reapply it. You're gonna roll into that. And he's going to slam, I believe. So yeah, if you get anywhere near that, it's going to mess you up. Okay, his lightning is gone, so we can try and get a couple of hits in, hopefully. Oh, you can still do this. Oh, I missed that. Okay, his rod is gone, so let's get him poisoned. I keep missing that. Yeah, it's a really late roll. Almost done. Almost done. Come on. Got him. Whew. Before that, we get his entire armor set. So if you want to look like the Tree Sentinel, now you can. So we're just going to grab these items real quick and then go sit down at the grace and heal up. Do not go in this boss door. Like I said, this boss, we're leaving for much, much later. If you defeat that boss now, it's going to close off a bunch of quest lines that we haven't finished yet and ruin part of the world. So don't do it. We will come back to it. So I don't think there's anything else up here. Okay, just go to the Great Bridge. All right, one pain in the rear done. Now, next thing we're fighting is an NPC, and this guy's got some poise. Whoo, boy, he has got poise for days. Oh, also, I upgraded, all my weapons to either plus max or close to it. So, in between the episodes, I cracked all of my runes. So I have no more runes, no more remembrances at all. Well, I mean, I just picked these ones up, but aside from that, I cracked everything, bought as many smithing stones as I could, took everything up to plus 24, plus 25, left myself a few ancient dragon smithing stones just because we got a few more that we're going to pick up, and I just want to get the rest of them before I decide when I'm going to take the full 25. But until then, got a few things. Let me think. I'm going to need that or that. I need that for a sec. We'll put that on. Yeah. Don't need this anymore, so it's up our strength. Let me think. What was I doing last episode to... Oh, I don't have this on. Okay. I was wondering what's going on. Alright, where's the strength thing? There we go. Alright. Sorry about that. So like I said, this next guy we're going to fight, he's got a lot of poise, and he hits like a truck, so we just kind of want to try and bully him with a shield and try and get a couple of lion's claws on him into the ground. He's got this little attack where he digs the weapon into the ground and creates this AoE that drains your health, good lord, and it heals him a little bit, I think. So we want to keep him from doing that, or at least to be out of the AoE when it goes off, because, yeah, it does some serious damage. But we've already, actually I don't think we fought him yet. We fought with him a couple of times. Or you can fight with him, I mean. It's Bernahl from the Volcano Manor. The guy that you can summon for the Godskin duo fight. And a couple of others, I think. Alright, so right over here there should be a sleeping. All these guys are sleeping. You don't really have to fight them. They're not going to wake up, even if you walk by them. But, you can try and get their weapons if you want. So like I said, over here they're all sleeping, but there's a couple of them that are actually alive. So if it makes you feel safer, just go ahead and take them down. Okay, so right over here is the invasion. We're gonna fight them on this bridge. Do not go into that room. There are 3 or 4 beastmen in there, and if they wake up as he's spawning in, you might as well just climb the ladder and get out of here, because yeah, you're not gonna do well in that. So let's go ahead and roll on down and buff up. so you just got to come a little bit before the door, and then he will spawn in. Don't walk into the room. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I knocked him off. See, he's got poise. Oh, jeez, see how much damage he does. Hey, I didn't say you could heal. Oh, jeez. A little too close. Here's the thing. Yeah, don't get caught in that. That hurt. Oh, crap. Whew. Yeah, he's a rough fight, especially if you're not a strength build. So that Blasphemous Claw that we just got right there, that is an important item that we need for the boss here in this dungeon that we're going to fight in a few episodes. Then we get his scepter that he's been fighting us with and his entire armor set. So, yeah. I'd like to say that's the last invasion fight in the game, but it is not. We got 5 more. So, alright. Let's go ahead and draw these Beastmen out one at a time so we're not dealing with a bunch of them. Come on, dude. What'd you drop me? Aw, thought you dropped me one of his swords. Yeah, those curved swords are really cool. The skill and strength instead of dex. And the last one should be a big, big boy. What'd you drop me? Ooh! That's pretty good. And here is one of the legendary talismans in the game. We're almost complete on getting all of them. Next few episodes, we're going to be getting all those achievements for you guys. Alright, so how many runes do we got? 72,000? Oof, this is going to be brutal. Yeah, I'm not going to level up, and I don't got anything to crack or make it go fast to get leveled up, so now we got what I think is a fun fight, but it's pretty brutal. I'm not going to be surprised if I die here, but we are fighting basically our last dragon of the game. It's the last dragon with wings that flies around, and we have one more dragon technically because we got a what are they called? Magma worm to fight. But aside from that, I think 8 might be enough actually. I don't know if I miss him. I want to make a few more actually. Let me think. Yeah, so aside from that, Magma Worm, this is the last dragon that we have to fight. So, rejoice! But, it's the king of all dragons, so it's going to be a rough fight. We are going to try Tish first. And if Tish doesn't work out, we'll try the Mimic. Because we want something that can dodge. We'll talk about the fight in a second. Let's get to him first. I want to make sure I got all the right spells and the right stuff equipped in my Wondrous Physic. I'll go ahead and get rid of this. And, yeah, I'm actually going to go with boosting stamina for this fight. Because we got a lot of running around. It's a big arena we're going to be chasing him in. That's not going to do any good. So I'll get rid of that. That's not going to do any good. That's not going to do any good. I think these might be the only things that I really want to keep. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to use. He should be susceptible to everything, you know, poison, frost, bleed, rot. He's really strong against fire and lightning. You can stagger him. He's got 2 heads, so his fire range is extremely wide, and he's got some lightning claws, just like Ezekiel or whatever his name is, the one we fought at the beginning of this dungeon. So every time he hits you, some lightning slams in the ground, then a little shockwave goes off. You got to roll into it. So he does lightning and fire damage. And then he's got some tricks in Phase 2 that we'll talk about here in a second. Trying to figure out what exactly I want to fight him with. I guess I'll just go with the Bloodhound's Fang and the... I can't see. Blood Flame. And if that doesn't work, then we'll switch over to the Scythe with Frost. So to get to him, we got to run through this room with the Beastmen down here. So if you get hit or something, and you're like, ah, dang it, and you just go back and do it again. Otherwise, just run all the way out here. And the jump should be, where is it, right here. Alright, so now we're safe here. They're not going to follow us down here. And if you want to put your summon sign down to help with this boss, or if you want to fight him with a friend, you cannot summon above the cliff where we just fell down from. If you summon your friend at the site of grace and then you guys run to that cliff, your friend is either going to run into 2 things. I can't remember which one. They're going to run into a white wall that just stops them completely, or they're going to fall down to the first ledge and it's going to shoot them back up on top of the cliff and say you've entered an out of bounds area. So if you want to help people, or if you want help with this fight, they have to put their sign down right here. I don't know why there's no, Stake America or summoning sign here. There should be, to let people know this is where you put your sign down, but they never put one down. And not only did they never put one down, but they haven't still. But this is it. This is where you put it down. So you see right here, when we come to here, it says lie down. So this is how we enter the boss fight. So put your sign down right there, and your friends will be able to see it when you spread your fur calling remedy. Alright, let's make sure we got everything good to go. So we might hit him with some of that. So a few other things before we go into this fight. Yeah, just to build up some blood loss, I guess, actually. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to run up, we're going to start fighting him, we're going to try and run behind his tail because most of his attacks in front of him are just too brutal and too quick, and he blows out fire all over the place. So we're going to try to run behind him, try and get him bled, at the very least, with the blood flame and stuff like that. And once we get him down to about 70% health, we're going to rot him. We're not going to rot him right off the bat, because once he gets down to about 50 or 60% health, he is going to disappear. He's going to rise up in the air, vanish. And then you're going to look around, be like, where is he? And then all of a sudden you're going to see a cloud in the sky. And you got to look around for that cloud too. And then follow that cloud, and you will see it. It'll start to come around, and then all of a sudden you'll see lightning come out of it, and you'll see him, and he'll fly towards you with a huge swipe. And then after he lands, he's going to swipe at you like 3 or 4 times, and each time he does it, he'll swipe, teleport away, swipe, teleport away, swipe, teleport away. And then he'll rise up in the air, fly back up in the air again. And so it's really, really hard to hit him during this time, and really hard to catch him. That's why we want Tish, because Tish is really good at dodging. And if she can get her weapon art off, it'll do some great damage to him even while he's teleporting around. And that's why we want him rotted during that time, is so he's at least taking some tick damage while we're chasing him around. At about 25, maybe 30% health, he is going to disappear from you, teleport across the arena from you, and he's going to start blowing fire out. And you're going to think, oh, it's a fire attack, and you start running towards him, maybe to the side to try and get around him. And then all of a sudden the fire are going to turn into beams of like energy or light. And they're just going to start spraying across the ground in these 2 beams, because there's 2 dragon heads. Just like, imagine like searchlights that are going off in the air. And they're shooting up into the air and crossing over each other. So it's just going to cross across the entire arena. Well, not the entire, but a good portion of it. And it'll do it like 2 or 3 times, and then he will send both of them straight up in a line. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see what I mean when we see it. If those hit you, you're pretty much dead. And if you get hit by it, it's going to knock you down, and then it's going to hit you again. So once he teleports away like that, and you see fire coming out of him, we're just running, absolutely running. And the only way that you can get behind him, so I've heard from that attack, is if you were fighting him up against a wall, and he tries to teleport behind you, but he teleports against the wall and then starts doing it. I guess that you'll be close enough to you can run behind him, but that's pretty tricky to do, so we're not going to try and do that. We're just going to run from him, and hopefully hopefully we can catch back up to him after he's done, then finish him off. And also, we're going to be using a lot of these. When he teleports up in the air, Tish obviously isn't too inclined to dodge it as he's coming down, so we're going to spread that when Tish runs up to us, because they usually will, so that they'll take the hit without taking any damage. So, without further ado, let's give it a shot. That is hands down my favorite FMV in the entire game. So we get a chance to call in our summon and buff up before we can actually run in and fight him. So, alright guys, best of luck to you. Wish me luck. I should have put on the whatever. This will do. Should have put on Golden Vow and the blessing, but I'll do it next time if I die. Okay. Alright, you guys. Here we go. Put Blood Flame on after we get up to him. Yeah, and watch out for the lightning that appears. If you get caught in that, it's going to do some damage. Man, I forgot to put on some lightning resistance. It's alright. So, like I said, you want to run behind him to his tail. It's the safest place to get some damage in. Try and get this bleed going. Fire back at us. Oh, it hurt. We should probably get him rotted. Oh, don't you dare. What's he doing? Well, staggered him. Crap, he can get him rotted. It's gonna hurt. Wow, he's still not rotted. Ow. Okay, he's gonna rise up in the air, so let's get up to Tish and spread this. I cannot believe he's not rotted. So there he is. Well, now he's gonna do some swipes. It's a good time to put Blood Flame on real quick. Best thing we could do is try and hit him with some projectiles, I guess. Get another stagger going. Okay, that goes up in the air again. Let's get over to Tish. You can lock onto him just to make it easier to dodge. Actually, let's get him poisoned. Let's try that. I don't know how those rots didn't rot him. That's really weird. Every time I fought him, he's been rotted like that. Okay. Tish is almost dead. Poison, Tish is dead. Oh crap. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, this is the beam attack. Let's start running. Oh, okay. And it's gonna come upwards like that. Okay. Let's try and get him bled. Oh, good lord. Just tool me up, you guys. Tail. Come on, bleed. Please bleed. How'd you guys make out? I barely made it. Whew, doggy. That was intense. Alright, so there's a reason there's a site of grace here, is because this is where we can come back to quell the frenzy flame with Miquella's needle, but we gotta do a few more things before we can do that. So that's the reason there's a site of grace right here. But let's go ahead and sit down, level up. Whew, my hands are shaking. Alright, we're almost done with, we're almost, yeah. Let's go ahead and get a few more runes and level up to 40 on endurance, and then we can just start sinking the rest into our attack attributes for the rest of the game. Sweet deal. Whew. Warning. When you go into New Game Plus, you actually might see this site of grace here. And if you go into it without having defeated him, it's going to lock you into the arena. Every time you die, it's just going to put you right back at the site of grace, and he's going to teleport right on top of you. So do not go to that site of grace in New Game Plus. If it's still there. I don't know if they fixed it or not. But yeah, that's a trap I ran into. I had to defeat him. It was pretty annoying. Okay, let's go get some runes, shall we? Whew, crazy fight. Crazy, crazy fight. Oh my gosh, I had that on the entire fight. I forgot to switch my talismans. Love it when that happens. It's always fun. Gold rune. Oh, I forgot I had that. That would have been another thing that would have been useful at the end of the fight, trying to hit him with projectiles. I can't believe we didn't get a bleed or any rots off. That was mind-blowing to me. do not understand how that didn't work, but guess I steered you guys wrong. My apologies. Maybe try Frost. That's what I would have tried if I had died in the next fight. Oh, what? I already have enough. What am I doing? I'm so sorry, you guys. I misread that. Alright. Let's go to the round table hold, and then we're going to go fight a gargoyle. It's like, told you, it's just nothing but madness from here on out. Alright, that feels good to get that done. Now, by the end of the game, we should be around like the 55, 60-ish mark for our attack attributes, and we will be good to go. Oh, already offered all the bow bearings. Let's see. Yeah, I should pretty much buy as many of these as we can. Actually, let's buy 7s. Okie doke. Man, I hate fighting these gargoyles. Okay, so you can't cheese him. You can draw it at his attention and just snipe him through this door, and when he attacks, run behind these pillars and duck down because he'll break them in half, but there'll be enough that you can duck down behind them and still not take any damage because he's got this roar attack that hurts. Man, it hurts. But you don't want to stand right here, because if he does this roar attack and you dodge it and it flies back and hits Gurranq, it's going to aggro him. And if you aggro him, man, yeah, you're dead. So we're going to try and bonk him with our Mimic. And with the Mimic distracting him, we will try our best to get some Halo Scythe in. Hit him with a couple of holy rounds. Let's go ahead and put on the up our faith and holy attack. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's put on the other buffs. Yeah, these guys don't take any rot damage, or they're immune to everything, so pointless to try and bleed them or anything like that. That's why I'm not going with the Blood Flame this time. Alright, here we go. We're going to do the Mimic because we can summon him right here, and we can put on the Shabriri's Woe, see if that helps. Let's do this, actually. Alright, here we go. Wait. Missing something. A lot of buffs. Some of them might even cancel each other out, but it's okay. The ones that don't, it'll add up. Here goes nothing. good. There's little dudes over there that they get involved. Make it harder. Where is he? Get up there. Oh, jeez. Some brutal damage. Oh my gosh. Jeez. That's some good damage. Why is he staggering? Get a mimic. There it is. Hey. That was awesome. Me and the mimic did Lion's Claw right at the same time to finish him. Thank you, mimic. Ugh, what a headache, huh? Alright, we get the last gargoyle weapons in the game, and that's the last one we're fighting. We are done with gargoyles, you guys. No more. We will see another one, but we're not going to fight him. So, that is the last one. Whew. Now, for even more fun, we're off to really intense and terrifying catacombs. You know what? 80,000. Oh, crap. Only halfway there. I don't know how many runes I got either. Yeah, definitely not enough. 10,000, yeah. Alrighty, guess we'll go through this catacombs and put on a Twiggy tier. So, this place is interesting. Hence the name More Dead Catacombs. We're going to run in and we're going to see a bunch of spirit like enemies, like knights and stuff, and soldiers fighting each other with a bunch of clean rot knights too. And usually, you know, you can run around pretty safely. A few of them might see you and come after you, but if they get caught up with the other enemies, they usually can make it away from them. But sometimes, yeah, you can get surrounded and they'll group up on you and take you down. Excuse me. So we're not gonna fight anything running off in. We're gonna run in, do like a loot run, because there's like an Ash of War and a couple of loots to go grab down there. And then we're going to run back up to the side of Grace, because we're probably going to get rotted, because what we're running through is pools of rot. After we grab those loots, then we're going to go back in, after we restart everything, we're going to go back in and then make our way up over to where the boss lever is. So we're fighting knights and stuff in this, and imps. So we're going to want to put the shield back on. Let's get rid of that. Keep that on. Boost our strength. Yeah, and then hopefully in a few levels we can not have to put on the Arsenal Charm or this to use the shield. Okay, so let's go ahead and bust out our boluses. You can use, you know, Flame Grant Me Strength, but it's a little slow, and you might get caught by some of the enemies, so it's up to you, whatever you prefer, but just have something ready for getting the rot off. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and try Assassin's Gambit and just see if it... Oops, that's not it. Oh. I don't have Assassin's Gambit on. Let's go put Assassin's Gambit on and see if that helps at all. I've never actually tried that here. Ash of War. I don't know why I don't have that on a knife. Let's put it on you. Doesn't matter. So like I said, just let them do their thing. First we're going to run up right here. There's some Glovewort right here. So they're going to see that Clean Rot Knight just spawned in. Wait till he gets involved with some people. Yeah, you don't want them coming after you. So once they're involved, go ahead and jump on down, run into the rot, and grab this. Ah, crap. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, that's not what we wanted. Let's grab this. I'm going to run through here real quick. There's some imps, so be wary. Grab this. Grab that. Should be good. Only thing left to grab is right here. Grab that. Grab that. We're out. Pretty intense. Alright, I'll restart everything, and this time we're going to go through and actually go get the boss door opened. So again, let them do their thing. Okay, put up some shield grease, actually. Let them all start fighting so nobody attacks you. As we run up these stairs on the right, straight down is where the boss door is. As we run up these stairs on the right, we're going to get shot at by this guy. And then as we run through here, we're going to get shot at by that guy. So you got to run into this corner. And then this guy's going to appear to fight us. Alright, go ahead and put some shield grease on, because this knight's going to come around the corner. This knight has lion's claw on his sword, so be careful with that. See, he just tried to do it. Punk. Ah, punk. What's up now? So yeah, if you're on the deck side of things, you know, you're going to want to do some parrying here. Oh, he's still alive. You have 1 HP left? Good lord. Parrying is going to be your best bet against these knights here. If we jump down in through this window, it'll take us into that room with the imps that we just ran through to grab the grave wart. So we're just wrapping around that room, basically, to get to the boss door. In here, we got some soldiers. Go ahead and throw some pots at them. Draw them out so we're not fighting them all at the same time. They're just little guys. Oh, well, I was seeing if I could take him out just by throwing these down so he has a path that burns him. That's cool. Alright, so we're just 1 level up now. If we go through here, well, actually we'll still drop down by the imps, but we're going upwards, even though it doesn't really feel like it. And there's going to be a big guy with a great sword that appears here. Not a big guy, but yeah, just one of those guys. But he has a great sword. Go ahead and give him the what for. And around here, there should be a guy right on around the right there. Being cheeky. And then we got that knight with a spear over there. So we'll draw him out. Let's go ahead and put on some shield grease again. What? Can't believe that didn't hit him. Come on, punk. There. Whatever. My shield bash was better. Shield greasy, guys, on this fingerprint shield. It is disgusting. So good. Alright, so you can jump down here, but we're gonna... Or actually, I do think we need to jump down there. Let's go grab all this and the little grave violets. And jump down and through here. And we got 4 imps that aren't going to wake up, but as we come around this corner, that window right there is where we need to go. Careful going into that, because this guy's... He's literally... I think he's aggroed already. Yep, he's shooting at us. Or no, I think he's shooting at the... Okay, he's shooting at the other people, so... Luckily he's not aggroed on us, but I think as soon as we start fighting these guys... Alright, let's wait for this guy to come up. Actually, let's throw a pot down at him. Aw, he ran up fast. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to wake the rest of these guys up and fight them all at the same time, because even though we got a shield, the blood loss will... Oh my goodness. That was really dumb. Well, he'll follow us down. Yeah, the blood loss will go through, and if 4 of these guys hit you at once, yeah, the blood loss will build up pretty quick. But there's one more right here. Or 2 more, I'm sorry. Smash him. And smash him. Now, there's going to be a Clean Rot Knight. It's going to appear right here, so let's put some shield grease on. Ugh, I hate Clean Rot Knights. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... Got him. Wow. I think that would stagger him right off the bat. That's cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab this. Hopefully this guy is not aggroed on us. Okay, good. He's still fighting these guys. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Give him a repost. So if he is aggroed onto you, then unfortunately you're going to have to, you know... I want to let him pull his... I got him. I got him without letting him pull his sword out. That was awesome. You're just going to have to, like, you know, throw some stuff at him or just be patient and wait for him to de-aggro and turn around. But sometimes, I swear, sometimes he will actually... He'll aggro at you, start shooting stuff. He can't get in through the window. But then he will de-aggro, turn around. Instead of facing this way, he'll just stare at the window. And so you just got to jump in and start fighting him, unfortunately. So let's go over here. I think there's a little flower. That's it. Let's open the boss door, go sit at the grace and heal up, and we will run through here and go fight the boss. Well, I guess we can go fight him with what we got. This is a Putrid Tree spirit, whatever they're called, the worms, big worms. So, fire damage, lots of fire damage. Get rid of this shield, I'm gonna need that. Oof, should have changed that, but too late. Okie dokie. Let's do I guess we'll try that. I don't really have the best setup going on right now, but it's okay. We'll get through. Sorry if you hear some weird noise going on, or some work going on outside my building right now. And also, I farmed about 8 of these in between episodes. That's usually what I'm doing, getting about 8, maybe 7 or 6, depending on how lucky I get. So, yeah, do not forget to farm for those, because we need a lot of them. Well, I mean, you don't need, but they'll help. I promise you they'll help. Alright, let's get buffed up. Oop. Ah, what am I doing? What's wrong with me, guys? Going crazy. Actually, I'll summon Tish first, and then we'll put on the rest of the buffs. Do his little explodey thing. Oh, what am I doing? Make sure I'm not near it. Put some fire pots at him. Oh crap, he's on me. Can't see anything. Trying to get away so I can see. Lord. There's Tish. Got him. Thank you, Tish. That's the last one of those we're going to fight, too. We will see another one, but we are going to cheese that other one. Because, yeah. Those aren't fun. Alright. Catacombs off the list. Up next. Oh, actually, I think we got enough for a level up now. Yeah. Let's go level up. Alright. I don't think we got anything else to say to these two, but let's go check real quick.
I see.
Oh, Spencer.
No, okay. So like I said, I got a lot of options of what to upgrade to max. I'm just going to wait until we pick up all of the max stones so I know exactly what I'm working with still. Okay, so up next, we got this really, really short cave. I mean, disturbingly short. Ooh, that was a long loading screen. Alright, so the reason this cave is short is because there's really only one enemy in it, and it's a rune bear. But we're not going to bother with him. We're going to sleep him. So, there's only two different paths. One goes to a dead end with a talisman, and the other goes to a dead end, or it goes to a hole, and that hole leads right to the boss. So, yeah, when I say short cave, I mean short cave, so let's go ahead and sleep this big boy in here. You can hear him growling. So there he is right there. So wait till he goes in there a little bit. Because I've thrown a sleep pot at him, and he's dove at me. And see how he kind of jolted there and ran towards me? So I've had him actually leap at me as he's falling asleep and still connect. So, yeah, be careful. But we'll have plenty of time. I mean, don't walk around and change your build and take a phone call and stuff, but you got plenty of time to run all the way down here into this little peaceful area, pick up all the loots, pick up this talisman that increases your poise. Don't hurt the animals. He's still sleeping. Let's run by the big boy, grab these, grab this. And then over there is where we're going to go, but let's go sit down at the side of Grace because he's going to wake up in a sec. And then we'll just sleep him again, and then we'll go down the hole and fight the boss. Which the boss is just a couple of Beastmen, which we've been fighting tons of in the Farum Azula, so no big deal. I do want to change. Oops. Do want to change this real quick. Let's do sure, fire attack. That's what I'm gonna put on Blood Flame. That works even better. I forgot that the cloud from the pod exploding creates a sleep effect, so yeah, that works even better than hitting him because that way it didn't aggro him. So come down here carefully. And then there should be some dogs somewhere. Turn my lantern back on. Oh, I had it on. Thought when I sat down with Grace, it turned it off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so there's just a few pups over here. Let's go ahead and light them up with some pots. One down here too. Sorry, puppy. I'm sorry. And then there's a couple more in here too. They're gonna come running at us. Sorry, puppies. I'm sorry. That's it. It's kind of weird to hear the bear yell. I don't know what made him yell. I'm sorry, puppies. I hate fighting you guys. I'll grab all the loots. And we'll run over here to another hole where the boss is. You could actually drop down and then buff up, I think. But we'll go ahead and just buff up on the last ledge, though. And we'll just summon Killer Rollo. Make quick work of him. So go ahead and apply your buffs here. You know, gotta go too crazy. These guys are just, you know, a couple of Beastmen. One throws stuff and the other one has a big curved sword. Save that. Little monkey. Stop jumping around. Thank you, Only Killer. For that, we get the last Fire Drake Talisman. Or Flame Drake, I should say. Alright, guys, we are almost done with Caelid. Just got one more thing to do. Okay, so make one more sleep pot. Well, maybe two more, just in case you miss him. Because we got one more rune bear to sleep right over here. This is actually one of the hardest rune bears in the entire game, too. He is disturbingly hard. And he looks different, too. So he's kind of mangy. He's got a different look to him than the other rune bears. But yeah, he is brutal. Aside from a rune bear that's in the snowfield, this guy is the hardest rune bear in the entire game, hands down. So we're going to skip him. He doesn't drop anything. You know, just like, I don't know, 8,000 runes. Not even worth it. See? See what I mean? See what I mean? They can still attack while they're falling asleep, so be very, very careful. And I've never seen a rune bear jump that high. That's the first time I've seen that attack. So I'm telling you, this rune bear does not mess around. Do not bother. Yeah, I've never seen a rune bear jump that high. That's crazy. Man, go ahead and sleep him and then just run right by. Now next, we're going to want to make it nighttime because we got some dodging to do. We're going to run up to this arena here, but we're going to get shot at while we're doing it. So helps if we put on Assassin's Gambit. If you have intelligence, use Unseen Form. That'll help a bunch. It won't make you invisible, but it'll help, you know. Better than nothing. And you got to do Assassin's Gambit while you're off Torrent, unfortunately. Unseen Form you can do on Torrent, though. But you make it nighttime, you put this on, it'll make it a lot harder for the guys to see you, so they'll take a lot longer before they shoot at you. You can see these things aren't even waking up. Wow. Those things are supposed to wake up and explode. I am blown away they didn't. I guess Assassin's Gambit keeps that from happening. So right up here, a bunch of gravel stone, you can see it. But what you really want to grab is this shield. So grab that shield real quick. And he's going to shoot. What we want to get to is right around this corner. Up to this tree if we can. Got there. Alright, put on Assassin's Gambit again. Wait for him to shoot. Okay, run. Basically just running up to the next tree that we can hide behind, which is right here. Jeez. Right. Now, running up to this. Oh, good lord. Running all the way up to this one. And behind the jar. Whew. Alright. Let's open up the last arena in the game. Or Colosseum, I should say. To engage in combat with other players, touch the effigy of America in a Colosseum. In this venue, spirit ashes are permitted for use in battle. This one is crazy fun. It's intense, you know, because it's just like 4 or 5 tarnished and then 4 or 5 spirit summons, which sometimes, you know, spirit summons have more than one enemy in it, or one summon in it. So sometimes just like, I don't know, 20 people in a battle, and it's just absolute chaos. So these are, we're still in combat, so, you know, let's wait until this is out. We'll go ahead and put on our build because we got some NPC fights that we're gonna do, so let's go ahead and bust the shield back out. So we just bully them like we did to Bernahl. But unfortunately, we gotta put on the thingy again. Up my strength. Well, it's just a few more levels and we won't have to do this anymore. So yeah, 45. Okie doke. Oh shit, change that. Oh well, too late. Okay, so now that's the last Colosseum. So there's this one right here, this one over in Lindell, and that one over in Limgrave. So I think in Limgrave you can do teams, no spirit summons. This one is just, I think, 1v1, no spirit summons. And then this one is teams and spirit summons. Alright, so hopefully these guys have de-aggroed. Yep, okay. So now, so you see right here, it says talk. You can now see the Knight of Great Jar's red summon sign. And here they are. So, what these are these are 3 complete random builds. He's got a Impulse mask on. These are 3 complete random builds, and they've been picked. I can't remember from what. I know that if you hug Fia, when you go to fight Fia's champions, one of the... You're going to fight against Great Horn Targoth, Roger, and the other one you fight against, because you fight against 3 at the same time, is a complete and random build that is taken from a player that has hugged Fia. Every time a player hugs Fia, they take that player's build and they send it into the boss fight. So somebody, when you hugged Fia, somebody's going to fight against your build, whatever it was when you hugged her. There's something else in the game I cannot remember. I used to know. I forgot. I'm sorry. But when you do it, it takes your build that uploads it here for this fight. So we are fighting 3 random people. We only have to do it 1 at a time, though. So let's go ahead and buff up and start on. I don't think we really need these for an NPC fight, but let's go ahead. Alright, let's get buffed up. I like your mask, guy. That's a cool mask. Ooh, nice. One down. Where are the other ones? They'll pop back up in a sec, I think. Where are they at? Oh, they're there. Looks like a lord. Alright, spread this. And then summon him. One more. This one looks like it's got magic. I should have put on some dry proof or magic dry proof liver. No vigor. Or, well, she had some vigor, but no defense. Alright. For that, we talk to the jar. And we get the Great Arsenal. Great Jar's Arsenal. So it's just the upgraded version of this. So look at that. Equip load goes up. Wow, whole 4 points. Same weight though, so it doesn't really matter. Same thing. Alright, you guys, there's only one more thing I want to show you guys in Caelid. There's a couple items that we'll pick up in the item description episode. Actually, there's 2 more things. But before we do that, let's go over to the Cathedral of Dragon Communion. Now, remember, before you go around picking which dragon spell you want, go ahead and take this guy out, because he will walk through the church again. And he'll attack you, even while you're sitting at the site of grace, so let's go ahead and take him down real quick so we can do this in peace. But if you come up over here, this is a legendary incantation. So you're going to kind of need to buy it whether you're going to use it or not if you want the, you hear that dung, so that's the 100% achievement sound, or the, I'm sorry, that's the achievement sound for when you get something. This is pretty good too. If you don't have anything that really deals good frost damage and stuff like that, we got this from fighting the dragon at the mountaintop of the giant. So there's a frost breath for you. It does really good damage, really, really good. So any of these other ones tickle your fancy, go ahead and nab them up. I don't know if you have enough dragon hearts in the game to buy all the spells in one go. I've never tried it, so just make sure that you get the Grail's Roar, which you get from taking down the sleeping dragon, which we did at like the beginning of the game. So go ahead and grab that real quick. Take that off. And then we're going to go talk to Gowry. So I probably should have done this a while ago, but it's not really a big deal. Whoa, let's see the third one. This is just, am I two-handing this? Yeah, okay. This is just a little bit of extra conversation, and he opens up a little spell shop for you. He sells a couple of cool spells. Just take the dog out so he doesn't bug you.
So, you gave Millicent a golden arm replacement. This is a wonderful development. Thank you for your kindness. Now, Millicent may fully realize her true warrior's potential, like her beautiful mother. The girl, Millicent, she is a bud, green and undeveloped, waiting to flower into magnificence. What a wondrous day that will be. In truth, before her, I'd never seen a bud of such superior quality. She might very well outshine her sisters. Queen Marika and her king consort Radagon were blessed with twin demigods, and Melania was one of them. She was born an Empyrean carrying the Scarlet Rod. An Empyrean is no mere demigod. In the age of the Elden Ring and Queen Marika, the precious Empyrean was born, a new god to forge a new order. Since Melania fought Radahn, and the great scarlet flower blossomed in Aeonia, I have dedicated myself to her, and to the resplendence of the Order of Rot, the cycle of decay and rebirth.
Pretty weird stuff. Before that, we get the Desperate Prayer gesture. So, yeah, okay, he already opened that up. And I already came and bought this. These pest threads, highly recommend buying these. We're going to be using these to fight the last boss. And these sorceries are pretty good, especially Night Shard and Nightmane's Mist. This does some really good damage. Well, I don't know, they might have nerfed it. I was paying attention if they nerfed it at all. But if they haven't, it's really good. That is it, you guys. That is everything in Caelid. We're done. We'll come back to Gowry after we finish Millicent's quest to talk to him one last time, but that's it. We are completely done. There is some stuff that I missed that will come back. Like I said, they're really specific, so you can hear one right now. Let's go see if we can find it. Oh, maybe it's this way. Yeah, there. Right there. So it's stuff like this that I missed. And, you know, on the very last item description, Ash of War episode, we'll come and get it. But this Lifesteal Fist, very, very, like, you see the occult symbol down there? It really only works for, like, one type of fist build. Otherwise, it's pretty much useless to anything else. And it only works on certain enemies and stuff like that. Doesn't work on any big, heavy bosses, so... yeah, it's stuff like that that I'm missing, and we'll go and pick it up just so we can have it, and I'll show you guys the item descriptions and test out any Ashes of Wars that we're missing. But aside from that, like, we have got all of the legendary items and requirements, and we've gotten all of the good spells that are going to help us get through the game, I promise. So whatever I'm missing, it's small stuff. But let's go over to Grand Lift of World. All right. So now that we got both pieces of the medallion, and just to recap, just in case you switch the thing. Whoops, read message, you punk. There we go, Hoist Secret Medallion. So just in case you don't know, in Liurnia, down here in the village Albanorix, there's a NPC that's a jar. You'll find him next to a perfumer. Kill the perfumer, and you roll into the jar or hit it just once, and then he'll pop up and talk to him, and he'll give you the first half. And then the second half we got here in Castle Sol after defeating Commander Nile. So once you got those two halves, hoist the Secret Medallion, and we'll go into the last landmass of the game. pretty cool. So we got a bit of a mini dungeon to get through before we actually get out into the snowfield. It's not too bad. So there's no items in this room. Just come right up and open this door. And we got vulgar militiamen to fight. And some octopuses. I think the first one's up. Oh, good lord. Why did I do that? Whatever. So the first one should be up on these stairs here. Yeah, there he is. Let's get him aggroed. So like I said, that's going to hurt. You don't want to fight more than one of these guys at the same time. Doesn't matter how far into the game. Oh, whoa. What's up, buddy? Oh, no. What? Oh, nice. Just his armor. Okay, over here, there should be some guys, but there's nothing really special in here if you don't want to... Oh, no, there's an octopus in here. That's right. So, let's make sure there's no other guys in here bothering us. So he should be up on the wall. Did you like that, punk? What's up? That's right. So yeah, strike damage, you know, makes quick work of these guys. Just a warming stone in here, so if you don't want to bother with that, it's really not worth it. Just drop me some ovaries. Nice. So there's some more vulgar militiamen up here. Just try and pull them out. Must be on the right side. Dang it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was the guy that ran down. Okay, my bad. Alright, before we do that, let's make some more of these, because there's more guys up there that we know to try and snipe out. Man, that did some damage. Oh, I was like, there should be another guy over there. It's weird. Like, where are you at, buddy? Let's go. Alright, let's just throw a couple more to make sure. I could have sworn there were a few more up there. Yep. Yeah, you don't want these guys bugging you while you're trying to take out the octopus. Whew. That should be all of them. Okay. Don't think there's any more items. Up here we got one more vulgar militia guy. Just love the idea of just smashing that guy with a shield. Okay. So we're going to come up here and grab this grace. If you need to sit down, you know, go ahead. But this is going to keep us from having to go up that lift over and over if we die, moving forward. Because you can see up here, there's a little window. That's because there's a secret little passage. Really should have got Horror Frost Stomp out. Do I have it? Please tell me I have it. Why, you guys? Why do I do this? Dang it. Oh well. It's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward, okay? We're going to drop down right here onto an invisible bridge. It's going to feel a bit freaky. Okay? And so, starting right off, we can go that way. We can go this way. There's vulgar militiamen in both rooms. So, get ready to fight. Or, thought there was. Oh, okay, I guess there's on the other side. But come in here for the White Scarab. So this is going to raise your item discovery. So anything you've been farming for, weapons, materials, this is going to help a bunch. But in this room right over here, we got a bunch of Vulgar Militiamen. So we're going to pull them out one at a time. I think there's only one more in there. You missed. That should be all of them. Okay. Right down here. See that guy standing there? Kind of gives you a hint of you can go down here, but it's pretty freaky, you know, just because it's an invisible bridge. Feels weird. Okay. So, just follow the signs. If you've got Hoarfrost Stomp, obviously use that. You can also put down Rainbow Stones. That helps. Oh. Forgot there was a guy in here. Be careful. Alright. So the last part is right down onto here. So grab this. And you see we got the octopus hanging off the wall there, but there's also a ton of Vulgar Militiamen in here, so let's try and take out a few of those guys before we hop down in. See him right there. Dang it. Oh no! Thought I fell. Oh no, what am I doing? It should be all the Vulgar Militiamen, I think. Alright, go ahead and pull the boss lever. Don't worry guys, the boss is super easy. We're gonna cheese it. Alright, Vulgar Militiamen down there. A bunch of octopuses. Keep forgetting that fire's gonna go through the shield. There's a ton of Vulgar Militiamen in here too, so I'm gonna try and draw them out one time so they don't bombard us. No, there's more guys in there. Where are you guys? There you go. Man. Nope, see. Yeah, you run in there, you're gonna get ambushed, so be careful. Alrighty. All that for some root resin. It's like I said, you don't want to do that. Don't bother. up over here will lead us back out into where that side of grace is. So we'll come back here in a sec. Go take out the boss first. So we're not going to summon anything for the boss, but just to save time, I'm just gonna cheese it, you guys. Just let it spawn in with no weapons, and then beat him up. This is the funny part about a mimic fight, is that they spawn in with whatever you have, so you can literally just cheese them. Don't you dare heal, punk. Yeah, got nothing now. I got stumped. Oh, what are you walking towards me? Like how I switched weapons there. So yeah, just cheese it if you don't want to fight. If you want the challenge, go ahead, but other than that, just cheese it and get it over with. For that, we get another death root. We're almost to the... Well, I think that might actually be the last one. Let's go check. I don't think there's any goodies in here, so just step on the elevator. Spilldrake Talisman 2, and then right back down here, out that window, into the Grace. Alright, let's go ahead and level up. Okay, let me think. Don't really need that. Damage education instead. I don't think I really need any other spells right now. Put that on. And okay, let's go check and see if this is the last death root that we turn into Gurranq. It's the end of his quest and we get juicy item for it. But we might have one more. Let me check.
It is all consumed. Still, I am not sated. Not nearly sated. America! Is this what it is to sin? Will things never be the same again? Tarnished, my thanks for thy long labor, but I have done all I can in this land. Henceforth, mine appetite shall be my sole companion. Farewell.
We see him again, unfortunately. Alright, so we got another Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone for our efforts. Get rid of that. Okay, so what we're going to do next, I actually didn't think I was going to get this far in the episode, is we're going to go run down and grab this map. The first part of the snowfield is entirely covered in fog, and it's worse than anything we've been through. Worse than the fog when we fought the Borealis, worse than anything and anywhere that we've been through right now. It is blinding, so we got to make sure that it is daytime, and we are Just going to go grab that map, and we're going to do a few things that are just kind of like picking up loots and taking care of a few enemies in the area before we go over to the first catacombs. And not only is it the first catacombs, it's the last catacombs of the game. So, run down here. You see this guy. Show me the path, O gentle lights, the promised path of the Haligtree. So if we come down here along this ledge, just stay along the ledge because you can't see anything. We'll eventually find a site of grace. Let's go ahead and grab that. Now, like I said, we gotta make sure it's daytime, because if it turns nighttime, it is just, yeah, it's not even possible to get through this area. Well, I mean, it is, but it's just way harder. So what we gotta do is kind of create a path. It's misleading. We gotta get to, like, I think right here, and we can get lost super easy. And so we're gonna make another one right there, about-ish, and try and just head straight for 2 and then 1. And try and not deviate from that. We're going to see a bunch of stuff, just run past it all. Don't bother with trying to pick anything up. Don't bother trying to fight anything. Just run past everything you see like these archers. Just keep running right for the beams that you put down. It's freaky. You're going to hear all sorts of noises. There might be a dragonkin soldier that appears like this. That's what's behind me. That's the big noise. I don't think you can see him from here. Just ignore everybody. Keep running. Alright, ran up to the edge, so come down here. Just ignore this. Watch out for these blue balls. They'll shoot lightning at you, and they hurt. And there's the site of grace. And after we get to this site of grace, it all clears up. And then we can see the rest of the snowfield. So we meant to come down that way. We came around. Doesn't matter which way you come down. If you run into the caravan, that's fine. Just from the caravan, turn right, and then come to this side of grace. And then before we sit down, we're going to head right across this frozen river. And grab the map fragment so we can see the snowfield. And then we'll get to work. All right. Ooh. This place is a chore. It's worse than any of the legacy dungeons. It's just brutal, absolutely brutal. So let's go ahead and put some markers down and talk about what we're going to do. Whoa, no. All right, so starting right off, we're going to run up to this edge right here, and we're going to cheese a rune bear, because the rune bears in this place are a nightmare. They're not as bad as, you know, the furry ones that I was describing, but they're pretty bad. Right about here is going to be a graveyard with a rotten duelist in it. Then we'll run back around here. We'll go all along this edge and collect some items. Right about here, there's going to be a caravan with a torch that we can grab. And then over here is a catacombs. That should be about the end of the episode. Once we cheese this bear, take out the duelist, grab all these items, and go do this caravan, we'll go grab this grace, and I'm pretty sure we'll be close to 2-hour mark. And then the next episode, we'll clear out the very last catacombs of the game. We'll do a 1-try boss, and this means that I'll give it 1 try, and if I die, I'm not doing it. There's a portal right here. You can just run to the portal and zap right across the river over to this tree. But there's a boss here. I'll give it 1 shot. If I can't beat it, I'm not even going to bother with it. Then there's an Erdtree avatar right here. We'll go around and collect loots all the way down this hill. We have a invasion right here. We have a dragon, the hardest dragon in the game right there. There's a cave, the last cave in the game right there. There's a rise right here, last rise in the game. There is a duo fight right here that we do at nighttime. There's some loots around here that we'll grab. And then there's the last tunnel in the game. And these 3 games, these 3 dungeons are it. Once we're done with these 3 dungeons, we are done with dungeons for Elden Ring. We'll go through and get the item in this ruins right here. Last ruins in the game too. And then there's an NPC fight, like right around here. an invasion. So 2 invasions, take care of those. Then we'll ride all the way up to a church right here. There's an NPC in there that we'll talk to. But right here is a mausoleum that is a nightmare to get to and to deal with. So last Deathrite Bird, Grave Warden Duelist. This is an Everjail that we got to get through to get to the Haligtree. And that's it. That's the entire snowfield. And that's the trajectory moving forward. So starting off, let's cheese this rune bear. Get him out of the way. Wish it was a little bit brighter, but whatever. So come up here. Almost like you're walking back to the dungeon. And there's going to be a little bit of a dip that we can utilize. Should be right here. You can hear the bear. I might have gone too far. Yeah, I went too far. Where's the bear? There he is. There he is. Okay. So, get a couple of poison pots made. Get some of these. But what we mostly want is rotten bleed. So let's rot. Let's do some bleed arrows. Oh. That was weird. Okay. So this is gonna take a minute, you know. Sorry guys, but it's worth it to get this guy out of here and not have to deal with him. Raise attack power. Let's raise the range too, that'll help. And I'll raise our sorcery incantation. There we go. Okay, let's get to work. So he's gonna freak out, he'll run around like he's gonna try and get up here. He can't. I've done this like 10 times. I promise he won't get up here. You kind of want to wait until he's done running around. If he's running back and forth like this, it's hard to hit him and you'll hit stuff like that. So wait till he's done running around before you hit him with something. Okay, we got him rotted now so we can focus on getting a bleed in. Wait till he's done running around like a maniac. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. It's like, what's going on here? See, I missed him because he was running towards me, so that's why you want to wait until he's done running around. Every time you hit him, it's going to aggro him. If you want to speed things up, you can throw a pot down, you know, and get some fire damage going. Kukuri's help, you know, build up the bleed and stuff like that, so got all sorts of options to get damage going on him. Just wait for this bleed, and then I'll start throwing Kukuri's at him. Because Kukuri's build up way more blood loss. And then once that's done, I'll give him a poison, just because it'll build up quicker than a second rot will. Aw, come on. Where's the bleed, man? There it is. Okay. Let's bust out Kukuri's. And from what I hear, these arrow talismans that increase range and... Oh, I hit another bear. That was weird. That increase the range and damage of bolts and arrows. It also works for just throwing items. It apparently increases the damage of... throwing knives and stuff, so... I haven't tested that out, but that's what I hear. Ooh, I got him. Ooh, nice. That was a blind shot. Couldn't believe I got him. Alright, let's throw more Kukuri's at him. Get a second bleed going. Oh. Well, took care of his baby bear. Man, would you sit still? This one. I got him. as if... Where is he? What's going on? Oh, he's way over there. So yeah, he tries to run around to get up here, but he's... just doesn't got the AI for it. He's too far away to lock on. Come on, buddy. Get over here. Wow. Try and rot him again. Dang it. Sit still. There we go. Got him rotted. Alright, start working on the bleed. That should do it. Man, second bleed takes a while on these guys. Man, should be happening any second now. Just quits running around like a maniac. Come on, walk forward. I guess the poison will just finish him off. There it is. Alrighty, I know that's a bit tedious, but if you guys want to go down and fight him, you know, over and over and deal with that nonsense, go right ahead. But I didn't want to. You know what? Actually, this guy's a hammer dude. Let's parry him. Put you on and let's put you on. Sure. Okay, let's go fight a duelist. A few pots real quick. Like I said, you really want to make it morning time because it becomes night pretty quick, you know? Just like 20 minutes and it's nighttime, so roaming around, doing stuff, it can get dark quick. So right now we're underneath the ledge that we were just on top of, so we're going to go over here and take out this duelist. It's guarding a grave. Poor bear. Sorry, bears. Don't want you guys trying to eat me. So right here, we're going up against the ledge. We don't want to drop off the cliff, so come up over here, and this is where the duelist should be. Come on, buddy. There. He's a rotten one, too, so be careful with the rot. And that little hammer flip is a late parry. The flip will make you panic parry, but it's not the flip that you need to parry. He'll flip it, and then he'll hit. You just gotta wait for that hit. What? How are you still alive? And for that, we get a rotten hammer, which you can... I think you could change the Ash of War on it, and it still has rot and stuff, so... yeah, you can, just like with the, what's it called? Ant Spur Rapier. You can put a lot of status effects on that. You can get bleed and poison and stuff on it. Really good. So if you put Poison Mist on it and then set that for bleed, you'll have bleed, rot, and then when you put Poison Mist, when you use it, it'll put poison on your weapon. And you can do 3 types of damage. And if you dual wield something with frost on it, then wow, survived a hit. And then you dual wield another weapon with frost on it, then you're doing basically 4 status effects at the same time. It's pretty awesome. Where's that shiny? So the shiny, I think is actually, I don't think there's any shiny around here. I think it's something that's down below, but it's surrounded by a bunch of Dragonkin soldiers. And these Dragonkin soldiers, do not try and fight them. The Dragonkin soldiers in the snowfield infinitely respawn. There's no spirit collar snail to find to keep them from respawning. They have no trigger. They'll just respawn infinitely over and over and over. So do not try and fight them. Okay, we're done with this. So now we're going to make our way all along the edge, and we're going to come down around here. We'll eventually find the catacombs, but we're going to look for a caravan. We'll take out all the things in the caravan, we'll open it up, go grab the grace, and then call it an episode. Let's go ahead and make it morning again, just because of time that's passed by trying to fight that bear. Or cheese that bear, I should say. Okie doke. So coming up here, as if we're going to go back into the passage. And from right here, you immediately turn right. There's a little alcove right here you can go into. It leads us up to an item. Should be a gold rune. Yeah, so grab that. And there should be some wolves and stuff around. We're just going to hang out against the side of the mountain here. We're not going to venture too far into the middle of the path. And then look out for these guys. I hear a shiny going off around here. That's a somber smithing stone. We'll grab that. Careful with these skeletons. You'll come across a skeleton that is buried halfway in the ground. Do not touch him. If you kill that skeleton that's buried halfway in the ground, it will turn into the hardest rune bear in the game. Harder than the one that was over in Caelid that I was telling you about. So he is the second mangy looking rune bear that you can fight, and he's brutal. He's just absolutely brutal, guys. And all he'll drop is a larval tear. So fight him if you need a larval tear, but otherwise don't even bother. You know, it's just pain. Here's the Somber 7. Let's go ahead and grab that. Or Somber 8, my apologies. And then as we progress a little bit further, starting to make those little lily, we're going to wrap around into this, and we'll eventually see the caravan that we're going to try and stop and take down. Let's just keep riding up along here. There shouldn't be any other, dire loots. Here's the caravan right here. So let's go ahead and first, right off the bat, get rid of the horn dude. What in the world? Oh, it's the page. Oh, crap. I didn't think the page would see us first. Oh, the dog saw us. This sucks. Alright, let's stop these guys real quick. Just go up and hit them so that they stop. That way they're not walking around or running around. There's going to be a Caden warrior, too. Let's go ahead and give him a whack. So, let's try and get the page taken out. If we can find him. There he is. Because he's got some exploding bolts. And those exploding bolts do some damage. Do some very big damage. You don't want to get hit with one of those. So let's try and get the page first. I'm frosted. Just like we're back in Limgrave at the start of the game. God lord, you guys got some health. Where is he? Punk. Alright, now let's deal with the mutt. Man, these guys got some vigor. It's crazy. It's like, how are you surviving this? Look at that. It's absolutely insane. They're skeletons. They're not supposed to have that much vigor. You should be able to farm these guys for the noble sword. The slender noble sword. I guess it's super rare. Knock it off. What? Oh my gosh. Think of that, punk. Hurt my horse. Ooh, that felt good. Ugh, sorry about that, guys. You okay, Torrent? No, he's not okay. I'm so sorry, Torrent. He said that hurt. Where'd the caravan go? Oh no. There it is. It's like I could have sworn they stopped. Hey, I said stop. Punk. The power of bonk, you guys. Smash the stuff. These rim crystal buds, you want to grab as many of these as possible. That's how you make frost pots, and frost pots are awesome. Sucks that they don't come till this late in the game, but yeah, we're gonna pick up a lot of these here in the snowfield so we can make frost pots. St. Trina's torch, torch that does sleep build up. Pretty cool. All right, so we got that. Oh, my lord, that's weird. Alright, so let's go grab this grace and wrap up the episode. Moving down here, all that's really over here is those dragonkin soldiers. There's more than one. There's like 3 or 4 that appear. They're invisible, they're covered in fog, so you can't see anything, and they have super high damage, insane defense, and they respawn. Even if you take them down, they'll just pop right back up. So it's absolutely worthless to go over here. I've gone over here in previous playthroughs. I think there was like a smithing stone. That was it over there. So not even worth it. Over here, things clear up, and you can see better. And there's a couple of ancestral spirit dudes over there that are singing, and they're guarding a talisman. So aside from that, everything else over here is just random loots that we don't need. You guys can feel free to go through there, but there's blue balls that zap lightning. There's the dragonkin soldiers, just all sorts of nasty stuff. And the archers are hanging out around here on the wolves. So this area is just useless, absolutely useless to go exploring in this area. You're just going to end up dead or getting chased by things that you can't see. So we're going to head up over here and grab this site of grace. Yeah, there's a little battle going on here between wolves and skeletons. There's all sorts of funny stuff going on in the snowfield, really. Oops. Yeah, those wolves are giving it to him. And here we are at the last catacombs in the game. And I'm so sorry, you guys. Remember in the previous episode, I was like, oh, we're all done with Erdtree Burial Watchdogs. Nope, we're not. There's 2 of them in here. I'm so sorry I got that wrong. Completely forgot about them. But, I mean, as far as catacombs go, it's not too long of a catacombs. Just got some heavy-duty customers in here, so we will take care of that in the next episode. So let's go ahead and recap real quick what we've done, what we're going to do. Alright, so we're completely done with Farum Azula. The only thing that's in here that we need to do is the very, very, very last boss. We picked up all the loots and stuff. We are done with Caelid. We have wrapped Caelid up. We've gotten all the loots, all of the bosses, all the dungeons, just everything. All the quests, NPCs, except for when we have to come back and talk to Gowry at the end of Millicent's quest. Everything's done in Limgrave. Everything's done in Liurnia, except for the Jar Bairn quest. Oh, let's end the video in Jar Bairn, you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, what happened? Oh, we're inside a derp. Okay, let me walk outside real quick. I completely forgot about this. Now that we've taken down Alexander, we can finish the Little Jar's quest. So let's do that and wrap up the episode. My apologies. Actually, that's why I had a little marker over here. It's because we were supposed to do that before we went up to the secret passage in the Haligtree, so I forgot. Let's go ahead and do that now. Ooh, are you sleeping, dude?
The tale of House Azula, told in blood.
That's really, really weird. Wow. I've never seen that before. I'm not going to do it now, but oh my gosh. He's normally awake. I can't believe he's asleep. He's normally awake, and you give him the innards and his quest ends, but I've never been given the option to give him the innards while he's asleep, and I don't know what it'll do. That's the reason I'm not going to do it, but that's trippy. I'm going to have to look into that. That is interesting. See, now he's awake. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into that, see if there's anything to it at all. I don't think there is, but that was really weird to be given the option to give it to him while he's asleep.
I'll begin my journey once I'm ready to go, as a warrior jar, in search of glory. Wow. Cuz, are these insights from Uncle Alexander? Thank you, cuz I'm a warrior jar, so I need to be strong. I can really have them, right? I understand. I'll get strong. Strong enough. I deserve to have Uncle's insights. I don't think I'll see you again. When I set out, warriors are supposed to work alone. Goodbye, cuz. And thanks for everything. I'll never forget you, cuz. I'll never forget.
Now, our little friend has gone off to become a warrior jar, you guys. Best of luck to him. I'm sure he'll do good with Alexander's insides. And he left us a talisman that increases jar damage and stuff, so with the helmet on and the jar talisman, your jars can literally beat the last boss in the game. It is vicious how strong they become. Especially the volcano pots. Oh my gosh. If you thought these things were bad now, or bad before, they're going to get real vicious now. So, I'm going to meet you over here in the Consecrated Snowfield Catacombs. We will hopefully clear out the entire snowfield next episode. I'm going to try and stretch it into clearing out everything and getting all the way into the first site of grace in the Haligtree. But then, we're going to stop. If I can get through the entire episode, I might stretch it even to like 2 hours, 20 minutes. We will stop at the Haligtree, and we'll come back here because there is a portal. And that portal is going to take us to an underground area that we don't even have yet. We haven't been there yet. It's really small. There's not a lot to do. We're just going to do some NPC invasions, run around and grab some loots, and then we got to fight a shard bearer. We've already fought the shard bearer, but now he's twice as tough. We'll take care of him, at the beginning of one of the episodes, next episode, after we finish the snowfield. And then after that, we're going to extend the episode. It's probably going to be like maybe even a 3-hour episode, because we're going to go into the Haligtree and clear the entire thing out. I mean, depends. If it takes us 2 hours to get through the underground area, then obviously I'll do an entire separate episode for the Haligtree. But if we're done in like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, then we're going to push through the entire Haligtree and extend it into like a 3-hour episode. And the reason why is because that will be the last long episode. From there, after we've cleared out the Haligtree, every episode after that will be at least like an hour or less. So when we fight this boss and go into the last areas of the game, all the episodes are going to be either just about an hour or maybe under. So just 2 more long episodes, maybe 3. And then we are just getting into a couple of short episodes about the last bosses in the game. And we're done, you guys. We are pushing into the last, last leg of this venture. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to level up, farm for materials and runes if you need to. And, be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other, because the world really, really needs it. I love you guys. I'll see you later.